Wagwan, all the youth men out there. Welcome to episode 3 of the Tuchapiane podcast. Sauti ya ground, Sauti ya my youth man out there. And for all the people out there who have been supporting this podcast, big shout out to you. Always remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I'm the big boy himself. Zobu, utaniekea ngoma hapo hivyo. I go by the name Gideon Wamalwa, but for the shories out there, you can call me Wams.
This is me, Matheka Brian.
Or you can call him Math.
No.
Na mimi naitwa Gideon Mashari. No, by the way, before tuendelee, unajua tulizanangi wiki zetu zilienda aje?
Oh, wiki yangu, Najua hujaniuliza wiki yangu lakini uza wiki zetu. Wiki yangu imekuwa smart sana. I mean, if Harry Maguire can score a goal and give out assists, we are not talking about soccer, but I'm a Manchester United fan, so if Harry Maguire can do that for me, my week is very, very much okay. Politically, the government has been doing what it knows best, which is screwing up the citizens. Kutufinya day in, day out. That's for me though.
Yes, msema nyinyi. Mimi sijafinywa na mtu. For me, I'm okay. I'm good. The government is doing well. Yeah, I can't complain about the government. Because at least for once, just show support for the government.
Support for what?
See kila time unakuwa too negative about everything. Show some positivity about the government. We love our government.
Tunawasupport, wamefanya nini ndo tunawasupport? What has happened this week?
The fact that we are living in this country and na usumbuliwi na mtu. No. The fact that you are breathing. No, kuna countries zingine
our breath.
No, si so breathing. There is that kind of freedom that we have in Kenya that other countries doesn't have, you know. So me, I'll say that I'm happy to be a Kenyan right now. This week has been good to me. I have all the freedom in this country. That's why I'm here to talk about Ruto and the government, because I have the freedom. There is a country that can't talk about Ruto or their president,
you
know.
Man, that dude so quite diplomatic sana pia.
Amekuwa so dramatic.
No.
I'm just saying. My week has been good anyway.
Sungesema tu hivyo.
Wewe hata umesema vitu mingi, umesema Manu alikwambia uleta mambo ya Manu hapa pia wewe.
They must know.
Anyway, twende tu.
Mashari, how's your week?
Yeah, wiki yangu imekuwa fiti. Hustles here and there. Tukingangana na hii serikali ya Ruto. Inatufinya tukiamua tunatafuta hii route pia huko wanaenda watufinye.
Kila mtu paka afinywe. We are trying to build the economy, so you have to understand where we are coming from also.
I agree.
But in equal measure, a lot has been happening this week, and I want us to dive into it almost immediately. Now, I saw a story that Moses Kuria, the CS for public service. Yeah, he failed so much at trade that he had to be transferred to a nonsensical ministry, which he's just like a ghost worker in the government. All respect to Moses Kuria.
Lakini Moses Kuria lazima tubongelee tu kila.
Maybe so Citizen, NTV, makosa si yangu, the honorable minister.
Ni kuona uliona.
Ni macho iliona. Mimi niliona NTV amemuita Mpiaro. Mpiaro ni mtu anayeongea sana.
Anayeropokwa
kila wakati.
Naam.
So Moses Kuria apparently hinted that we will need to go to NYS so that we can seek employment. It's like a mandatory must have so that we sort of become fruitful or rather fertile when we go outside there to the job market. So that was Moses Kuria, and I look at him, this is the same guy, if y'all remember Moses Kuria is the same guy who was saying that we'll need to pay some certain amount so that you can also access services from Huduma Center. Now this is my honest take. Moses Kuria, wherever you are, you just need to write a resignation letter right now and leave that ministry with immediate effect.
Omalo, let Moses be Moses. Let Moses be Moses. Because I don't see any problem with someone joining NYS in order to get a job to secure a job in the government. Because first of all, when you get to NYS, you are taught the way how the government works. You are taught everything about the government, and when you secure a job in the government, you'll have the technical know-how. Umesikia kizungu venye nimetandika makofi. So you'll have the know-how of how the government works. So for me, it's a good strategy, but isilazimisho kwa watu. Let people choose. Kuna freedom of choice. So wacha watu wasema mimi nataka kuingia NYS ndio niingie kwa gava. If kama unataka kusecure job, you can do it. For me, I can do it.
Let's be honest. when we began this podcast, for some weird reason, Brian Madeka is supporting the government for the very first time. I'm shocked. Like, I feel like this
I don't nasikiza hizo points najiuliza.
No, I'm supporting an idea. I'm just supporting an idea. I'm not supporting the government.
When you support the idea, you support the government.
If the idea makes sense,
it's not a good thing.
If the idea makes sense, why don't I support it? I have the freedom to support. That's why I said when we were beginning, we in Kenya and we have the freedom to say anything that we want. That's why I'm saying I have no problem with someone joining NYS to be taught about the government, how the government works, venye vitu zina, in order to secure a job.
But bro,
I have no problem.
We also have to understand that NYS does not teach people how to work in the job market. You see, NYS just hardens you. Because I've interacted with my dad, and he happened to go through the NYS system back then. And the training that was there is like you're being trained.
Because, the physical to train.
Yeah, it's some sort of physical training. Because unajua NYS, wale ni wale wase unaona hata time riots. See, they went back to NYS camps, wakaita NYS, wakaambia ni aje, go and restore order. So how are you going to teach people how to be physical, then expect them now to be ready for the job market?
Let me tell you something. Soldiers are taught discipline. And when you go to NYS, you are taught how to behave. So that's why I'm saying it's a good strategy.
But are you disciplined?
If you go
Madeka, are you disciplined right now?
Of course I am.
Did you go to NYS?
I didn't go.
Yes, then it's such a useless move.
The discipline that a soldier has and the one that you have, it's quite different, you know. Most of the soldiers wanakoga corrupt free. Not the Kenyan police. Let's not talk about the police. Let's talk about now the KDF.
NYS ika KDF.
Let me speak. This is my point. Where is it ingine? Let me speak. Let me speak. NYS wana undergo training. The same in KDF wana undergo.
So,
yes, the training iko hiyo wana undergo.
KDF ni slightly intense compared to NYS, but NYS is also intense.
When you look at the guys when you are dressing, ukiangalia kiatu imepigwa mshaino pale na shine mbaya sana, wako sharp, nguo wamevaa fiti. So hawa say ni wanafunzwa responsibility, discipline,
so bro,
and of course hardening. So for me is not English. I was told that for me is not English. So according to me, in my opinion, I think joining NYS for you to secure a job in the government, it's not a bad thing.
See, Madeka amesema
it doesn't mean that I'm supporting the government.
Ati hawa sawa na brush viatu. Mimi sasa navaa sneakers. So anaenda kunifunza kuosha sneakers nikitoka kwa nyumba.
Unajua kitu huoni Madeka ni hii kitu ati alasema you apply to everybody. CSs, president, you know what
it's not a must.
It can
be a good idea. Imagine kupatana na Gachagua pale camp ya Tuchapiane.
Ndio nakwambia it's an idea that will not happen. It won't happen.
We do not endorse that message.
It won't happen. It won't happen because hawezi niambia ati wewe unajua tu watu wana serikali Kenya. Ukiangalia wewe siko ubaya but hiyo mwili can it be itaendiwa NYS training pale for some few months.
Acha nimalize, acha nikupige knockout, nikupige KO. Mnafanya hata point yangu ipotee Gideon. You know I had
sasa wewe umepotea ukiniambia unipiga knockout.
But ideally if you ask me, I feel like it will be a very nonsensical move right now to reintroduce NYS as a mandatory sort of training in the society, because I see no reason why I will go to NYS when you haven't even created jobs for me to be so that they can absorb me after NYS. So you're just going to teach me how to be disciplined. Bro, my mom and dad have done a good job on that. So I don't need that.
At the kind of generation that we are living in. How indisciplined that the people.
Why do you have to need NYS to?
No, I'm not
sure you have to go disciplined.
No, you know when umeshinda mzazi, unapeleka wangu approved school. So for those who are completing Form 4, I believe it's a good strategy for them to join huko at least before ingie campus wakuwe hardened in a way. They be hardened in a way. Si kila saa unapigia tu mzazi na mwambie nitumie. Unajua pia ukiingia huko utajifunza kutafuta. It hardens. You know there's a time hardening is good. Na si itakuwa mandatory kila mtu ajoin. Itakuwa tu ni choice.
For you to, no, it will be like lazima uifanye ndio get a government job.
Whatever.
Hata story yangu ni like nilikuwa nasema nini? For me it doesn't make sense. Kuna mtu aliniambia ni according to me. According to me.
According to you?
I make sense. Mimi naona venye tu umesema kama saa hii hakuna jobs. How do you expect? Kwani kwa government kuna space inakaaje yenye itakuwa absorb kila mtu wa NYS. Hata kuna time fulani kulikuwa na story Citizen ya NYS, watu wametoka NYS time fulani wakisema walikuwa ati juu nadhani umepita NYS, it's a direct qualification for you to get a job. But walikuwa wanapewa do, I think ukimaliza NYS unapewa do kama I think at that time it was around 50k. Alafu unaambiwa sasa jipange na maisha yako. So how many people will they tuseme wale ndio wangapi umaliza hata hiyo form 4 unasema every year tuseme ni close to 800,000 700,000 yearly. Hizo government already wenye wako kwa serikali hawataki kutoka, wanataka kula retirement huko.
So ideally that move is so nonsensical, and I do not support it in any way. Yes, according to me and Masharia, we don't support that move of going to teach us how to brush our shoes and spread our beds.
Make the business.
So making it all about brushing shoes and making,
because that's what we are going to do. Na kuchapwa makofi, na kutakurutu. Bro, you know I have a cousin who's in NYS right now, and he tells me what goes on in there. But either way, there are other things that are happening apart from Moses Kuria and his funny remarks. The other thing is Governor Kawira Mwangaza
ameona giza.
Your rhyme scheme ni noma. But yes, Governor Kawira Mwangaza ameona giza. Second impeachment. Second impeachment, bro.
59 out of 69 votes. Yes.
How watu wamtaki?
But let's be honest. You see, I always feel like it's always so difficult to vote in a lady who's a leader. Because at the end of the day, she has a husband.
Of course.
And we've seen that power shift in Meru very many times. Where the husband used to attend even serious county meetings. You see? I feel like your power shift, when such power shifts to women, it becomes slightly difficult for them to sort of handle it on how to be a wife and how to be a leader. And that's why we always have this conversation which entails, is Kenya ready for a female president? You see? Because right now we are already seeing that slightly we are not even ready for a female governor. Not to be chauvinistic,
but we have some
or anything.
Working. The likes of, is it Gladys Wanga? Kirinyaga, yes, some of them are working.
But I need to also remind you that Waiguru was at the verge of impeachment by the MCS in Kirinyaga. So we are seeing that it's slightly difficult for us to accommodate female leaders when it comes to the top seats. You see? Not being chauvinistic or anything, but Kawira Mwangaza kept on bringing the husband to the picture each and every time, shoving the husband towards the faces of the Meru residents.
It got to a point she even wanted to name a road, a public road,
after the husband. Oh my God.
That hiyo story kafikia hadi the Council of Elders wa Meru,
Njuri Ncheke.
Actually I guess they are the first people who started the impeachment. They supported the impeachment until ikafika kwa until ikafika kwa nini, ikafika kwa county assembly. I guess the MCs, MC wapi ndio alileta hiyo motion, and the other MCs supported the motion. They agreed to impeach her, because my friend, if you are being impeached the second time, it means that umekuwa kwa mess gaina gani.
You know, she was giving out cows.
But that's a good move. That's a good move.
Good move, bro.
See, Nani did it. Nani did it.
Alikuwa anapeana the other day.
If you're giving me for example a dairy cow, it's okay.
Yes,
okay.
Dairy cow.
Uko sure ni dairy?
Si ndio?
So naleta ng'ombe ya ndume ndaichinja.
Zilikuwa dairy cows.
Unanipatia ng'ombe ya laba.
But either way, you're supposed to sort of govern these people in the right way.
Yes.
Manage the county funds in the right way.
Yes.
Find a way of creating order within your residents. But you see, for Kawira Mwangaza, the reason mbona anaona giza because of the fact that she is now the goddess of confusion in Meru. You see, like everything she touches is just all over. The MCS are not supporting her. You cannot govern a county when the MCS are not on your side, whether it's corrupt or wamelipo or something.
The Kawira is very much over dramatic even, because I saw a story. It's like the other day she arrested herself. Akacheka kwa gari ya polisi, and then she started shouting at the police arrested her. I saw it the other day.
Hiyo day
Mistaken identity or
so
something.
ilikuwa
You cannot mistake a governor. My friend
hapana
cannot mistake a
they knew
governor.
what they knew what they were doing. She was
police
hiyo day alikuwa anaenda kupeana hizo ng'ombe.
No, the police force said Governor Mwangaza alijipandisha kwa gari vizuri. Hakuambiwa na mtu apande. She arrested herself.
You can never trust Kenyan police. Of all people.
So you can trust Mwangaza. You don't trust Mwangaza.
Hiyo day nilimhurumia cause she was actually doing she was doing ndio hiyo alikuwa anaenda kupeana ng'ombe. But sasa they were like madam anaenda. I think unajua cause kuna hiyo so even though Meru politics ina work venye mimi naona. Governor Kawira Mwangaza venye likam so walikuwa na compete na nani Kiraitu si ndio Kiraitu wanted to go for the second term si ndio so iya Mwangaza ni kama it's like unaona Hunye na Ruto Mwangaza it was ile like they never in Meru wako wanaona like a woman Meru are traditionalists like women cannot rule semaje hiyo like so akaingia and Kiraitu is a very powerful guy in Meru so the thing was nani alikuwa anashinda akirudia like ile kumfilisha ile like walikuwa wanasema sio walikuwa wanashinda akisemanga mama walikuwa wanasema mama hizi ongoza Meru mama hizi ongeza so every time even she's won the election but in every campaign alikuwa tu mama hizi walikuwa wanasema mama hizi ongoza Meru. Now the thing is if you try to impose yourself unajua women too wanaweza try to impose ile like I want to show you you're not respecting me you guys because alingia independent hana ile unaona kama umeingia tena UDA so wanaona so anatrendika kushow kila mtu I'm the boss.
That is the way she love to take all that mouthing and all those nonsensical acts back to her home when she's being impeached. I really don't care about her. I really don't care about whatever happens to her fate because
emotionless.
No, I'm being real because ideally she has done virtually nothing. These leaders are doing nothing for Kenyans. You see, I am looking from the president who keeps telling us that we are better off with him as president other than the other candidate who was there. We are very lucky that we have him. We don't want to go back to the era where unga was around 230 shillings. Bro, these people are doing nothing.
And he's retailing at the same price right now.
Exactly. These people are doing virtually nothing. They're just busybodies. They seem so busy, but ideally if you try to sort of dissect what is keeping them busy is corruption, stealing.
Yeah.
You see, so I really don't care about their fate. I don't care what happens to them because they have shown us that they are not leaders. They're just politicians. From the president himself to the MCS.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah. So I really don't care what happens.
Unaongelea udamu, unaongelea
wote.
Azimio.
These people are just not from the same place. Because ideally, there's a time that we were supposed to have a candid conversation. Even if Azimio was to win the elections, what are the odds that things would have stabilized? That fixed things.
I would say I don't know because the Azimio side was never given a chance to become the president.
Yes, we don't know, but ideally, according to me, the chances are things wouldn't have changed that much. Because the same person who was telling us to vote for this other side, who was the president, he was playing thorough politics during that time. By the way, happy birthday to him. He turns 62 or something. I really don't care. Uhunye today ni birthday yake. Amzui?
No, majo.
No.
Birthday former president.
But either way,
you love that guy.
Celebrate how you want.
You love him.
I don't care.
You love him. You love Uhuru.
Unye the only people who love Unye saini wenye walikuwa saidi ya
the people who love Unye are his family members. End of discussion. So either way the same person who was endorsing an Azimio candidate is the same person who sort of alitufinya all those years. Then he comes and tells us now this is the solution. How am I going to listen to you in the first place? You've already screwed the entire country. Then you want to give me a solution after screwing the entire country. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 3 of the Tuchapiane podcast. Yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, and also keep sharing. Keep sharing, guys. Kuna kitu kingine nataka kusema? Na as usual, just the parting shot. Nimevaa jezi juu gava iko na mchezo. I'll keep saying that every day. Otherwise, we meet on the next episode of the Tuchapiane podcast.
Turus.